a year later, imagine getting a bill for, say, 30,000 per contractor, for example. So be mindful of that, okay? So think about where they're located. So that's one of the things. If they're self-employed contractor, you need to be aware of that. They invoice you and then you pay them according to the date. But sometimes when you invoice, then the invoice can be paid 30 days later. That usually is how it works when you invoice. Like with a business, we invoice and then we get paid 30 days later, for example. Okay, so then there's the aspect of, yes, if someone is employed by you, then you're liable for their taxes. You got to pay employers' tax. They've obviously got to pay their tax as well, but there's also pensions. You've got to pay towards their pension. You got to pay towards their holiday. So that's why I said it's important to get an accountant in, so that that accountant can calculate things effectively, so that you are less at risk of being overcharged, for example. Okay, so that's one of the things that you need to think about. Then you need to think about, I'm just looking at my list as well, you need to think about in terms of what type of position is it. So look at what the location is of where that person is and what is the average pay for that location. If you're going to place an ad on Indeed, then you need to make sure that, because there's a lot of people that scam, for example, on Indeed, and then they're charging someone to find them a job. So you have to be careful. So Indeed will want to ensure that you are an employer.